next guest stops by. She was my favorite, Mary Ryan, on my favorite soap, Ryan Soap, and the first female captain of the starship Voyager. She is now doing a wonderful one-woman show on Katharine Hepburn's life. We're going to talk all about that. Please welcome back to the show, Kate Mulgrew. It's so good to see you.
Couldn't be better, but more to the point, my darling. How are you?
I'm good. I'm all right.
I know you are.
Yeah, how everything
May 23rd.
is my last day, and then I'm a free woman.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Rosie, you deserve it.
I know that you told me when you were leaving Star Trek that you were going to come to New York.
That's right.
And you're here.
Took an apartment last year. I'm here. The play, of course, is in Hartford.
Right.
Tea at 5.
Tea at 5.
Yeah.
Of Katharine Hepburn.
Well, after 7.5 years in the Delta Quadrant, right?
Yeah, it was time for something else.
And then I got married, right, to this guy who had spent 16 years as a public official in Cleveland. I said, what's it going to be, a picnic? Walk in the park? He said, no, I think I'll run for governor. And I said, well, then I'll do the life of Katharine Hepburn.
Right. So your husband is running for governor.
He is running for governor of Ohio on the Democratic ticket, of
course.
Good
for him. How about that?
Do we have some Ohio people in the audience?
Well, we have Democrats mostly, I think.
Do we have Democrats from Ohio in this audience? Mwah.
All right, vote and spread the word.
Now,
he has a very good chance of winning, I understand.
Tim Hagen, yes, he does.
Yes.
He is, of course, of our political persuasion, Rosie, meaning that he is very passionate about children, education, the economic well-being of Ohio. But most importantly, this guy is so utterly grounded. Well, you've met him.
Yes, I love him. He's very real.
He is absolutely who he is. He is a man of the people, and he will reawaken this state to its former well-being. I have absolutely no doubt.
Now, how will you like being the first lady of the state of Cleveland?
I don't know. We didn't study that in the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you have to act differently? Do you have to watch yourself? Do you have to not drink in public?
I don't know. Do you think I can wear my spacesuit?
I'm not sure. I think it could be a problem.
I could do Katharine Hepburn.
But what's going to be happening when he's campaigning while you're doing the show here?
Right now. But you see, the primary is in May, which is clear.
Right.
There's no contention.
Got you.
So we're working towards the general in November.
In November.
So from April through November, I'm going to be at his side.
You will.
I have to do it. Of course I do.
Yeah. Now, the show's going to come into New York, I heard.
Yes. I think so, in the fall.
Yes.
And I'd like to go back to Hartford stage and warm it up and do some work on it. It's been beautifully crafted by Matthew Lombardo.
Right.
Wonderfully directed by John Tillinger, and all under the remarkable aegis of Michael Wilson. So,
how does it feel to play Katharine Hepburn? I mean, that is like...
You want to know something so fascinating, Rosie? Serendipity plays a role in everything in my life. We've talked about this before. This guy sends me a script. I read it, and I think this is just utterly remarkable. 6 months later, I'm sitting at the Hartford stage talking to Michael Wilson. Then I'm doing the read-through, and here I am. And it's the juxtaposition of her life. In Act 1, I'm 31, and in Act 2, I'm 76. And it is this extraordinary journey, which I'm taking vocally as well.
Yeah, well, that's
not an easy feat.
That's 8 shows a week. That's a hard thing to do on your vocal cords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've reduced that a little bit.
A little bit,
for salvation's sake.
Well, that's good.
But she has visited me in a way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it to you.
Well, the magic happens sometimes when you're doing a character like that, and especially someone you love. And I'm sure she's one of the people who
had been likened to her all my life, which one tends to dismiss, right? If you get that a lot, you think, well, who cares? And then suddenly, this thing is happening inside on a very deep level.
No, we don't usually show clips from a play because it's a hard thing to capture.
Oh, it's very hard to capture.
But I wanted to show them how much you're like her because it's sort of astounding, the performance that you give. So
and this is only Act 1, I think. They didn't allow any clips from Act 2.
Okay, but just take a little look at this, which is Tea at 5, now playing in Hartford, going to soon to be coming in New York City. Take a look.
When you're out there and immersed in the magic, and the lights are shining, and the cameras are rolling, and your bank account is growing, you think it will never end. But it does. And when you fall harder than those who never had a taste of what you had. So you retreat, because you have to. Because if you stay, they'll see the pain, the terror, and oh, how they'll delight in your demise. So you retreat. Pray it's just a lull. Temporary downtime.
Wow. I can't wait to see that.
Are you going to make? Well, you won't make it this.
Well, we were supposed to go last weekend, and then it was.
What happened?
It was the 2 hour. They told me that Nancy our good friend Nancy calls and says, Katie's doing the one-woman Katharine Hepburn. I'm like, we're in. And then I called and she goes, it's in Hartford. I go, 2 hours? Yeah, I had to get a babysitter.
She didn't tell you it was in Hartford?
No.
Oh, Manny. Well, that's...
But there it is. But when it comes to New York, I am there,
Which I think
there.
in the late fall, and then we'll warm it up in Hartford before.
Have you ever met her, Katharine Hepburn?
No, I have not.
No,
but as you know, she is still living.
Yes.
And I think what's most important about this piece, Rosie, and this is terribly important for me to say out loud, this is not a vanity piece. So we did take a risk. But by the same token, I think if Katharine Hepburn were to watch it, she would be honored by it. I have tried to dignify her life on every conceivable level as an actress. And I do hope that I have given that to her because she is a great Spartan spirit.
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm sure that, the reviews have been amazing. Do you read them?
I don't read them.
You don't? Well, you should have read these.
Are they okay?
They were fabulous.
Good.
And they're saying that it's a brilliant performance by you.
Why don't you read them to me?
Yes, all right, actually, I have them here, Kate. No. So, has anything gone wrong on the stage? Have you had any, did you go up on your line?
As fate would have it.
Yes.
Opening night, which you know is bleeping terror.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
From minute
Without
one.
a doubt.
I mean, and I'm all alone.
It's just you.
It's so solitary, Rosie.
Right.
Usually you're backstage, you can lean on somebody, you have a joke, you have a laugh, you throw up with somebody.
Right.
But you're all alone, right?
Yeah.
And this gargantuan mountain is ahead of you. And I'm thinking, oh, God, just let me get through this. Get through Act 1. Made it, right? Which is the real test. Act 2. Transition to 76. I'm very old now, right? The whole thing's going on. And I turn after about 10 minutes and I go to the mantelpiece just as I transition into a very terrible sequence about my brother's death. As I approach the mantelpiece, ladies and gentlemen, it crashes to the floor.
Oh, no. Now,
I said to myself, did you take your medication?
Yes.
I said to myself, you have two choices. You can screw this up, or you can figure it out, just like she would. So just before I went up there, I had a line saying to the audience, because I'm talking to the audience of the play, time levels. So I get to the mantle, it crashes, and I turned and I went, time levels other things as well. And that was it. Why not?
That's how you know a real actress. You know what I would have done?
What?
I would have started laughing, turned my back to the audience, and all they would have seen were my shoulders going like this. Every time that I do a show and something messes up, people think because I'm a comic, I'm going to think of something. I never think of something. We were doing the scene in Greece, and the girl we're in the lunchroom, and she goes, do you have my glasses? Because they forgot the glasses and they weren't there. So instead of helping her, I go, no. And the poor girl's like 20, I'm the star of the show. She's like almost crying. And I'm doing my yo-yo. It's not my luck. I'm the worst.
You're professional.
I'm the worst. Right. I really am, but I can't wait to see it.
Good.
I really can't. And I will come and campaign for your husband.
Will you promise me that you
I will. You know why? I believe
foster
in
care.
Yes,
Rosie.
I believe in what he stands for, and we've spoken many times about
and
a lot
particularly
of issues.
regarding children, which you feel so strongly about.
Without a doubt.
Governor Taft, although by all accounts a very nice man, has been rather indifferent on this level. But
and in
Kim
my opinion, the most important
it.
thing are the kids. There are 500,000 kids in foster care in America. Most people don't realize that.
That's right. Particularly in the state of Ohio. So please do come.
I will be there.
You're a doll.
After May 23rd, I'm available.
And
Kate Mulgrew, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back.